honestly, so it doesn't make sense to say that, okay, you know, it doesn't even make sense for me to think about a rock. I think about sentient beings. So if sentient beings
I'm
want to
done with the
avoid something,
rambling. I
very
don't care
bad.
about the rambling. Look, make an argument for the claim that it is objectively true that suffering is bad. Make an argument.
I already made it.
You didn't. You just made a series of statements. Those aren't arguments. So an argument has a
I
set of
told you that
premises
the
and
sentient
a
being.
conclusion.
Do you want to be stabbed?
Yeah, so you're asking me about my own personal preferences. So again, if you're
No,
going to claim it is objectively true that suffering is bad, then make an argument for that. Make a set of premises that lead to a conclusion.
yes. So the thing is, if you take something like stabbing, if you take suffering, the basic definition of it is that you want to avoid it. So that is true for any sentient being.
Yeah, so that's a
If
universal
you
claim,
don't
not
want
an
to,
objective
wait,
claim.
wait, wait. Just a sec. So if you don't want to avoid it, it does not come under suffering. So if you are into BDSM, so I am not into BDSM. Let's say you are into BDSM. If somebody spanks me, it's bad. If somebody spanks you, it's not bad. So sorry, vice versa. So if somebody spanks me, it's bad, and if somebody spanks you, it's not bad because you're into BDSM, right? So, but the thing is, suffering. If I say the word suffering, what I mean is that some kind of pain or uncomfortable negative experience that you want to avoid. So I'm saying this. So this is what the confusion is from the beginning. When I say rape, I mean that rape is the definition, like it happens without consent. It's bad for everybody. So I can say that it's bad. It's as simple as that.
That
So I'm
is
just
not an
defining it.
argument. So
Okay.
the claim you made is that
I don't.
you're
No, no, no.
making a very specific claim. You're using specific words like objective. If you're going to
Okay.
claim it is objectively true that suffering is bad, then make an argument for it. All you're doing is saying sentient beings have a preference not to suffer. That's not an argument.
Okay.
So make a set of premises that lead to a conclusion.
Sentient beings have a preference not to suffer. So, okay. So, are you saying that, uh, like, my preference, okay, I'm getting raped, I'm trying to run away from it, is the same as having a preference between pineapple pizza, and
Yes.
that's what you're saying.
Yes.
So it is the same.
Yes. The
So an
consequences may be
intense
different.
suffering, so an intense suffering and a um, a choice between a pizza. So basically what you are comparing is, so I have a preference, right? I have a preference for blue color, so I want to buy a blue shirt, right? So you are saying that it is the same as me saying that, okay, if I want to prefer to choose to kill an animal, or
Yes, the consequences may be different, but they're all based on preferences.
okay. So everybody can, if I prefer to, I can rape someone, I can kill animals. If I prefer to, I can do it, right? So there is no base for morality, and I can do anything I want. But you are still a vegan activist who somehow wants to save animals, and you
Yes,
somehow
that's
expect
because I
me
have a
to do
personal
it.
preference for that.
Oh, so because of vegan gains personal preference, people should go vegan.
Yes, a
So
lot
I
of people have the
personally,
same set of
so that's
preferences.
so that doesn't seem like reasoning at all. So for this long, you were asking me for arguments, and you don't even have reasoning and argument for what you believe in. It's like, okay, I have a personal preference. I'm a vegan activist, so you should also go vegan. So
So,
I have
this
a
has
so
nothing
when
to
I talk to
do with the
people,
claim you
I
made or
have
the
a strong
topic of the
reasoning.
debate.
I tell them, okay. okay, animal suffering is bad, something is happening out there, it deserves to be stopped. I give them a reason. Your reason is basically I prefer it. So you prefer,
That's the
so you might
same
prefer
argument you're
pineapple.
making.
So I can argue the same thing against you, right? So you might prefer a pineapple pizza. So you are telling me that I should also eat a pineapple pizza. That's what you are telling me. If you are telling me to go vegan.
Again, what is the objective basis for your claim that suffering is objectively bad?
Yeah, let's come to your thing, right? So I'm just getting it clear. So answer me this question. So the
I
thing is
don't
that
I don't have to
vegan
answer
beings
any
prefer.
goddamn questions. You're the one making the claim. So if you're going to claim it is objectively bad for animals or any sentient
I'm
being to
saying
suffer, then what's the
no.
argument?
I gave you a lot of arguments because sentient beings are all that
You didn't
matter.
give me
I
arguments.
don't think
You gave
a,
me a
a
series of
rock doesn't
statements.
matter. A rock doesn't matter. Sentient beings are conscious living beings who have the capability to suffer. They are the ones that matter, right? Their preference to not suffer, their suffering, that is bad. That needs to be eradicated. It's as simple as that. I
That
gave
is a
you an
statement.
argument.
That's not an
So
argument.
basically, what you are saying is that I prefer pineapple pizza. So everybody should prefer pineapple pizza. I prefer veganism. Everybody should prefer veganism. So that's what you're saying. No, there is no valid reason for anything. So if a
You
rapist prefers to rape, he can do rape activism,
Yeah,
right?
so you're basing your own moral values on your personal preference that you don't like suffering. You gave no objective basis for why
I
suffering is
don't,
bad.
no, nobody likes suffering. I already defined
That's
suffering as something that you
so
want to
just
avoid.
because
No,
everyone
nobody
doesn't
likes
like
suffering.
suffering, that doesn't make it
Suffering,
objective. That's
suffering
just a
is
universal claim.
universally bad.
Do you understand the difference between
Universally bad.
objective and universal?
But
Do you understand the difference between
for
objective and
everybody, it's bad.
universal?
For everybody, it's bad. Every sentient being
Yeah, do
who
you
have the
understand the
capability to
difference
suffer,
between
it is bad.
objective and
That is
universal? Do you
universal.
understand the difference between objective and universal?
Um, Define it.
Objective means it exists without the presence of a mind. Universal means it applies universally. So if you say all
Okay.
sentient beings prefer not to suffer, that's a universal claim, not an objective claim. The argument
Okay.
you're trying to make is that suffering is objectively bad, not
Okay.
universally bad.
Yeah. So okay,
So you made an argument that relies on the idea of
it's
something
bad.
being universal, not objective.
I still don't get the difference. I don't know why I need. I still
Do
don't
you
know why I need to know
so
all these
do you
philosophical
understand
terms.
what objective and subjective means?
Yes, I know. Like objective means it is not subject to personal feelings. So I already told you, right?
That's not what
So if you
objective
are saying that
means.
if you are saying that morality is different, morality is subjective right now.
Yeah, so
I am
that's not what objective means.
totally on
So
point with you. So I already told you.
why are you using these specific terms when you don't even know what they mean?
No, I'll tell you, right? So if you are saying that morality is subjective, I already told you. If you are saying that morality is subjective, right now people believe in different moralities. They give rise to moralities because of their personal preferences. I agree with you. But I am saying that suffering is a universal fact. My point is that
Yeah,
from the
it's
beginning,
universal, not objective.
yeah, so it is okay, it is universally bad. So my point is that everybody's morality should be based on suffering. It's as simple as that. So it's
Okay,
the only bad thing.
that is
There isn't any other bad
completely
thing.
different
So
than
I am giving a reasoning for my argument. It's as simple as that. So it's the
so
only bad thing. So morality, I think morality we can define it as being about good and bad, right?
So the proposition you made for the debate was that pro-extinctionism is an objective moral truth. Now you're saying it's not an objective moral truth. It's just universally true that all sentient beings view suffering as
See,
bad.
I
But
am
now you're
saying
making,
that.
and now you're
I'm
making.
saying that. Okay, so okay. Let's come to with or without a mind, right? So,
Okay, do you or
okay.
wait, 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 wait,
What's
wait,
your
wait, wait, wait. Do you agree with the initial proposition you made? Was that
okay?
there
So
are
okay,
objective moral truths?
what?
Do you agree with the initial proposition you made that there are objective moral truths?
Come again?
Do you agree with your initial proposition that there are objective moral truths?
I do.
Then what the fuck are
So
you talking about?
let me complete, right, with or without a mind also. Let's talk about it. So the thing is that uh
I don't want to hear any fucking rambling, okay? Um what is
okay.
what is the argument
So
for there being objective moral truths?
that's what I'm saying. Like, it's based on suffering. Suffering is absolutely negative.
Yeah,
It's a negative event
make
that
eh, eh,
needs to be
yeah, great,
that needs
great.
to be
That's just a statement. Make an argument
okay.
for it being an objective moral truth that suffering is bad. Make an argument for that.
Make an argument for suffering being, that's the definition of suffering, right? Again,
Make
you're
an
just playing.
I'm no, no, no. Make an argument for the proposition that suffering is objectively bad. That's the proposition you made.
See, with or without you, right? So somebody who is suffering, right? They are going to experience a negative event, which is bad. They don't want to experience it. It's as simple as that.
This isn't an argument. You're just saying this is no
It's
different than
not
me
a
saying, "Well, pineapple on pizza is bad." Why is it bad? It's bad. It's pineapple. It's
pineapple.
just bad. This isn't an argument. This is
Pineapple.
a statement. Do you know what an
I,
argument is?
again, and a sentient being is not equal to a pineapple.
I don't fucking care. You didn't make an
You don't fucking
argument.
care that you have made it clear from the beginning.
I don't care about any of this crap. Make an argument.
So yes, that is moral
That's
nihilism, right? You
not
don't
an
care about
argument.
me.
You just made a statement. All you said is suffering is
This is
bad. That's
moral
not an
nihilism, right?
argument.
You don't care about any of the crap because it's not happening to you.
No, no, no. You made a
Yes,
specific
yes.
claim, and if you're going to make a specific claim, it has to be supported with an argument. So make an
Then
argument for it.
okay. If you are suffering, should I help you or not? You want to avoid it. Again,
Questions aren't
don't,
propositions. Questions aren't
no,
propositions.
don't tell me that crap where you say that, it's a personal preference. Maybe I don't want to get help because,
Make an
I
argument.
made it
Make
very
an
clear.
argument. Make an
I made it,
argument. Make an argument.
I made it very clear, right, from the beginning that suffering is something that you want to avoid. So it's a negative event. You're a sentient being, right? It's a negative event. It's as simple as that. It's a negative event. It needs to
That's
be stopped.
not an argument. An argument has a set of premises that lead to a conclusion. If I were to just
Yeah.
say pineapple is bad, why is pineapple bad? Well, it's just pineapple. That's the way it is. That's not an argument.
Is the same thing. Is the same thing I need to ask you. Like, why you should be the one answering that as a moral nihilist? You should be the one answering. You are saying that okay, if I don't like pineapples, everybody should hate pineapples. That's what you're saying. So, as a vegan activist, that is what you're saying. I prefer veganism. I am doing activism for it, right? So,
None of this
everybody should
has
prefer
anything
veganism.
to do
So
with the proposition you
that's your
made,
reason.
so make an argument for the proposition.
I made an argument.
You didn't make an
I don't even
argument.
have to make it. So like, if I just come over there and chop off your limbs, would you be like, okay, make an argument?
Questions aren't propositions.
It's bad. That's it. Finished.
That's not an argument.
Finished. It's bad.
That's not an
It's a
argument.
fact.
That's not
It's
an
a fact
argument.
that sentient beings are suffering. Suffering of sentient beings is bad. It's an absolute fact.
That's not an argument.